You're watching The Context USA on BBC News now. The US space agency NASA says it's planning to establish a permanent base on the moon. It says astronauts could be able to live there for months at a time in just 7 years from now.
Well, the lunar base would act as both a hub for research and a launch pad for future missions into deep space, including manned flights to Mars. Well, let's take a listen now to some of what the head of NASA's Artemis program, Laurie Glaze, had to say.
With Moonbase, Artemis astronauts will stay longer, explore farther, and conduct the kinds of science that advances exploration itself, understanding how humans operate off-world, how we build infrastructure, and how we prepare for Mars. As you'll hear from Carlos in a moment, only 2 months after ignition, we are already taking concrete steps through new procurement awards and new partnerships to turn this vision into a reality. We are building humanity's first outpost beyond Earth. Through Artemis we are going, and with Moonbase we're going to stay. And together, NASA, industry, and international partners, we are creating a future where exploration is not just an incredible moment in history, but the first foothold beyond Earth for all of humanity.
Well, listening to all of that, our panel, John and Joel. John, what do you make of it? Would you fancy an outpost on the moon? Would you take a trip?
I think it's fantastic. Not sure I want to be the first person to test it out,
Fair.
but eventually I'm happy to be there. But I think this really underscores something bigger for the United States, which is the new frontier is in fact space. Elon Musk has even said perhaps our data centers for AI need to be in outer space to offset the energy needs that might be problematic here domestically back on Earth. And also there's just unknown opportunities. So it's great to see the US leading into it. And the last is for defense purposes. The more we own outer space, the better off the US might be to defend the United States and keep the rest of the world safe.
Joel, are we facing into a sort of era of space wars here? I mean, who owns the moon? We can't agree on who owns parts of the Earth. We're setting ourselves up for a tremendous intergalactic row here.
Yeah, look, Katrina, we have been looking at space now. We have a unified military command looking at space. There's a lot of questions about potential hostile activity in space. And so the rules of the road have not yet been established. Certainly, it's a race to the moon, right? We saw that back during the Cold War in the 60s. And I think we're in that zone again. I hope that it remains peaceful. To John's point, a lot of our defense technology was developed through our civilian investments in the space program, our missile technology. In particular, there's a lot of crossover between the military and the civilian side. And so this is a new territory. And I am very excited about it, about the idea of a moon base. And I hope that it is used for peaceful purposes and that we can work with our partners around the world to make sure that the international effort maintains peace and stability in the outer space.
John, if I'm maybe so blunt about all of this, is this essentially just about China?
Yes, I think everything's about China. But this is in particular. Yes, that's right. We need to be first to claim territory. And it also helps aid U.S. companies like SpaceX and others that are trying to be first early adopters to try to claim space. So, yes, I believe it is about China.
Really, really good to get your thoughts. Let's take a look at another issue now.